what the heck could they possibly add in 5 years to one of these phones? Like, we've maxed out.
That's what I'm saying. You have facial recognition. You have audio recognition. You have,
but that's software.
Yeah,
Software.
That's software. Yeah,
that's an update you could do right now to iPhone 11.
Yeah. They've really kind of hit close to that limit, and I think that's why they're going real slow. Every update is real slow at this point in terms of they're really milking it, getting the most out of what they can, because a lot of the latest iPhone updates have really just been like, your camera's a little better, your camera's a little cleaner. I mean, but it's like the phone is the exact same,
pretty much.
I mean, at this point, I think the best thing they can probably do is turn Siri into like a hologram that pops out of your phone.
But that would
starts talking to you.
Well, hold on.
That's some serious.
A lot of people like you, like I've seen sometimes on the podcast, you're like this, like with covert ops. Sorry for audio listeners. Khalid makes basically a foxhole around his phone, so you can't see. Basically, the enemy line, you cannot see what this man is doing.
This is the boundary.
So you're telling me right now, you're asking for hologram? All of a sudden, WorldStar comes up in 3D. You're like, oh shit, right? Bro, you're gonna expose yourself, right? You're not exposing yourself.
You don't want to
keep it 2D.
You're right.
Keep it 2D.
You're right.
Right?
It's better for everybody.
You're on the bus. All of a sudden, somebody's like, whatever they were watching before they got, right? There's some 3D action.
You want the days in the lecture halls when you opened up your laptop.
Your boy went to the bathroom. Yo,
I know you did that.
No. Joe,
I'm gonna go to the washroom.
I remember the one day I was so peeved at you guys.
Yeah.
Because I remember it was one of these massive lecture halls, and we were all hiding each other's phones.
Yeah.
I was so pissed, and it's like I didn't have anything else to entertain myself.
We've been doing the most.
And I was like, I'm never the guy who fucks with anybody else's phone.
Exactly.
Why are you
doing this to me? Why?
Bro, it's honestly
Oh my god, good times, bro.
The only thing that tops that is when you don't wish me a happy birthday. Dude,
I thought we were boys.
Top 10 coldest moves.
Top 10 coldest moves. Unbelievable.
Oh my god.
So what you want like holographics on your phone going forward?
I mean, no.
You're gonna go to incognito mode on your phone and it's gonna pop up with the thing in your phone.
Bro, you want Tupac?
Bro, it's bad. It's bad. I don't think we want to go down that lane. I mean, but the only thing that I wanted actually was a hologram for like Siri, like an actual person type thing.
Like a Jarvis thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so what's she gonna do? She's gonna be like, project light in the sky and
no, just like comes up, just says to you good morning, things like that, reminders, talks to you, very futuristic, man. Gives me Iron Man vibes.
You can do that right now.
Iron Man vibes.
Yeah. But again, that's a software thing, right? If you're talking about hardware, I think we've basically maxed out. And here's the funny thing. I know we were ripping on Boomerang the last podcast.
Right.
When you film a 4K, like these new gen phones are going to shoot 8K video. There's barely even content out there for a 80-inch TV that shoots 4K video. Like a lot of programs are still in 1080p because your eye is not distinguishing. Like unless you're looking at like a 300-inch screen.
Yeah, you wouldn't be able to tell the difference.
You can.
You come
you're
to Best Buy, you're like,
pixels.
hey, 4K, and this is 8K.
There's literally zero 8K content. And again, you're going to push it to an online, Instagram. It's going to be chomped down to 720.
Exactly.
So it's just like you have an 8K camera. That's great. Nobody knows it's 8K.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You basically
you just got upsold. Good job.
You're hitting that threshold. The only thing they can really do, honestly, is fix that battery life, man.
Oh,
thanks,
Lord.
Yeah,
but
within 3 months of getting a brand new phone, the battery already sucks.
Yeah,
no, you guys are overcharging it.
That's why you leave it overnight.
Modern phones.
I think we know Khalid doesn't overcharge.
Yeah, because he doesn't overcharge. Yeah,
his phone always be dying.
Listen, don't go higher than 80%. Don't go lower than 20.
Yeah. I know that.
And you'll be in a good place.
I know that.
But I think there's going to be interesting, obviously battery technology is about to explode well beyond the phone industry for everything.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
How so?
Because of the electrification of everything, cars, right?
Oh, sure.
So you're going to see all of that on a macro level basically come into the telecommunication segment, whether it's phones or laptops or whatever. And you're just going to start seeing like these quick charges, like 10 minutes, all of a sudden you have 60% juice, right?
Yeah.
I think that's going to be crazy. But again, it's just like now you're serving the worst habit possible.
Exactly.
But it's just like now it gives you more incentive because it's
phone
just like, I never run out of battery.
Your phone doesn't die for a week. It's like, come on. It's even worse. You're on it all the time.
Can I just throw a bone at you guys?
Okay.
Steve Jobs is dead. Okay.
Okay.
The Apple Watch.
Yeah.
Do you think before he was dead, like they had the conversation, like, yo, Steve, this Apple Watch is amazing for all this health information, but like we keep getting all this data. We know when people are wanking. How do we want to store it? This has been a conversation at Apple.
Wow.
They 100% know when people are orgasming with the Apple Watch on. What are they doing with that data? That's going in a folder somewhere. You know that.
It's going in the spank bank.
Somebody's just watching like a heart rate. Oh yes.
I guarantee you that the people are like that, bro. There's some people.
It's elevated. 115 BPM.
Bank.
115 BPM.
Soon they're gonna put a camera in that too, so that they can really see everything, bro.
Oh my
but
God,
do you think that was a conversation? Like, imagine, like, well, Steve Jobs was like on the way out. Like, I don't mean that in a disrespectful way. Like, imagine somebody's like, I know you're not feeling that great, but we have to have a conversation, Steve, before you go. Yeah. What are we going to do with all this information about people jerking off? Like, how do we process this information, Steve?
I
don't want to ruin the legacy of Apple, but we are sitting on a lot of information here. Do we want to?
He probably just looked back at them like, I'll talk about that later. It's kind of a sticky subject.
but bro,
Mike's on a roll right now, man. Damn.
Get more of that coffee in you. It's a winning blend, dude. But for real, all that information is sitting somewhere.
Yeah, man.
So what are they doing with that information?
Good question, man. I don't know, man. I don't know.
I can't answer that question gladly because I can't think like that.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Well, I love the memes too, where it's just like my NSA agent watching me for the 4th time today.
Damn it, take a break.